Hello everyone, it's Megan here, the Healing Foods Coach, also known as the Faithful Fibromyalgia Warrior, coming to you from my backyard. I hope you're doing well on this beautiful Thursday, the 22nd of August. I am doing very, very well. So this morning's video, today's video, is a rather short one, but I think it's an important topic that I'm just going to jump into here in just a minute. But first, a big thanks, as always, to all of you kind and loyal and encouraging and amazing subscribers on this channel. Thank you for everyone who follows me on Instagram and TikTok, as well as here. I super, super appreciate it. Please don't forget, I still have a few spaces available left for bookings for coaching sessions. So if you're interested in getting some one-on-one nutrition coaching, you're not quite sure exactly how to start your carnivore journey, that being either whether it's carnivore or keto or even just low carb, you're not quite sure how to start, or you think you know, but you still want a little bit of an extra support and encouragement, go to my website, www.healingfoodscoach.com. All the information is there. You can email me as well, Megan@healingfoodscoach.com. And as I say, I still have a few spots available, and I would love to work with you one-to-one. So the other thing I would add to that is, whilst I do live here in England, obviously the sessions are virtual. So whether you live in the UK or mainland Europe, whether you live in Canada and the States, over in North America, or you live anywhere else on this lovely planet of ours, I'm virtual. Whatever time works for you, wherever you are, we'll make it happen. Okay? So today's topic is about trying to do something that challenges us. Doing something challenging every day. And I know if you're like me, thinking about that is like, yeah, why? Why would I want to challenge myself? Well, in my experience, if we never have challenge, we can never grow. We never learn to build endurance. We never learn to strengthen our faith. We never develop if we never have times that we have to push ourselves or endure through tough times. Goodness sakes, wheelchair for almost 9 years. I'd say that's a side of pushing through endurance. But what I mean by that is actually this. So just to let you guys know what my kind of morning routine is, typically my dogs, and in the back, okay, there's Birdie, and there's Billy. I don't know what he's staring at because there's nothing in the shrubs. They typically want to be up and out and let out of the house around 6 o'clock in the morning, okay, between 5 and 6. And normally I'll let them out, and then I try to go back to sleep for another hour or so, which is fine, by the way. But I realized that when I do eventually get up, I still feel a bit tired. It gets me a little while to get myself going. The morning, I find I get my energy burst closer to 10, and then it feels as though a good part of my day has kind of slipped past me. And I didn't want that anymore. I have some exciting new projects I'm working on. Sorry, can't say anything yet, but when I'm closer to completion, I will definitely let you guys know about it. Needless to say, there's a couple of big projects that I'm working on right now that will take time. And I realized I do not want to take away the time in my evenings, because that's the time I spend with my husband and my son. And to be honest, by 9 o'clock, I'm halfway ready to sleep anyways. So I knew that meant I'd have to have much more productive mornings than what I do. So I made it a promise to myself that I was going to try to start getting up and staying up at 6 with the dogs. But I also knew that I'd probably be really tired. And so I decided if I was to get up, throw on my running shoes, throw on my workout gear, and just take a walk, just me, take 25, 30-minute walk to start my day, that would probably help me have energy. I tell you what, though, honestly, this morning, I was trying to give myself reasons. I don't want to do this. I don't need to do this. Oh, I think it's going to rain. It's not that warm out. But I had no excuses. I've got a thermal base layer top and a thermal base layer jacket, and base layer leggings. And so, it's not that cold. And luckily for me, when I went out, the rain hadn't started. But I thought to myself, you know what? I got to do this, because if I don't, I'm just going to be feeling guilty all morning, personally. And so I did. I got up. I left the house shortly after 6, fed the dogs, left the house just after 6, had a good 30-minute walk, full of energy. Wow, what a difference. And the reason why I wanted to share that with you guys, in no way or by any means do I want to make anyone feel bad if they're not at that point in life yet, if they have very limited mobility. Please don't feel bad, okay? That's not why I'm sharing this. I'm sharing this because I just wanted to say that we can all have things that we're determined to do, and yet we can always find reasons to put it off. And I had to push through that. I kind of had a moment with God where I was like, God, I know this is going to help me. I know I'm going to feel more energized. I know if this becomes a habit, I'll have more ability to do things in the earlier part of my day, and I'm going to feel like I'm accomplishing stuff and getting through these projects that I have going on. But I really don't want to. And yet, that little voice saying, just do it. Even if you go out for 10 minutes and you decide it's too much, you can come home. Seriously, this is me telling myself, just get dressed, put your socks and shoes on, just get out the door. Just get out the door. And if you go halfway around the block and it starts to rain, you can always come home. And of course it didn't rain, so I had a really nice, about a mile's worth, I walked about a mile. And there was a few other people out. They were running up and down this big hill near us, boot camp training, for whatever that was, so I passed them jogging and running, and I just walked, and it was my time to focus, to meditate, definitely to be closer to God, to enjoy nature and being out in it. And it was amazing. And you know what, by the time I got home, I felt fully awake, fully alert. I had energy, came back, showered, got dressed. I'm just about to make breakfast. So why am I sharing that with you guys again? Because I understand sometimes we have moments where we get super motivated in theory, and then when we have to actually do the thing, it's really difficult. There's always a reason not to. And I almost didn't. Okay, so I get that. But I don't know what it was. I think I just finally trusted that it would be a good thing, that I would feel great, that I would be glad I got out and walked, just me. Didn't have to worry about the dogs. It was just me. Okay? I'll probably take the dogs later today, unless that massive thunderstorm comes. But I got out, I moved my body, and I felt energized. And I wanted to share that because if you're not there yet, it's honestly okay. And please don't feel bad. I hope you don't, but if you do, please try not to feel bad, because it's okay. I wasn't there first either. It took me forever to finally come off caffeine and to get up in the morning without the stimulants needed to kickstart my brain. So I don't expect everybody to go, oh yeah, I'm going to get up and go walking or running or jogging or whatever your thing is. If you're already there, awesome. I'm glad to be part of the group. To be part of the club where we get up and we start our day with a bit of exercise. And this does not have to equal a full workout. This does not have to be running 10 miles. Like I said, it was a mile. It was a 25, 30-minute walk around my neighborhood just to get the blood flowing, just to get my brain awake. And I feel fantastic. And I wanted to share that because it really has helped this morning. And felt amazing, but I too struggled to actually get out and do it. Last night I was committed. I was absolutely going to do it for certain. And then this morning, I was trying to give myself excuses for not doing it. I saw my shoes in the corner. I saw my workout gear that I put aside. And I thought, nope, I got to do this. And I had to take a moment and stop telling myself why not, ignore the inner voice, and just got changed, got my shoes on, got out the door. And sometimes That's what we have to do. And that's the truth with anything, but especially if we're following a new diet. Okay, whether you are going from a standard awful diet to vegetarian or vegan or paleo, any change in what you used to eat to something new is going to be a challenge. Okay, but for those of us following a carnivore diet, where 70% of what we eat or more comes from animal sources of protein and fat, it's an even more noticeable difference. And so it can be hard to get started because we can only think about the things we don't want to have to give up. We know we should, but we don't want to give it up. And that's hard, and it's easy to talk ourselves out of it. I hemmed and hawed for a month or so before I finally did keto, and then very, very quickly switched to carnivore. I do understand. And sometimes telling yourself, I got to do this, I just got to do this, telling ourselves isn't always enough. Sometimes we have to literally force ourselves to take those steps and make those changes, but they can be done. It can be done. It is possible. That's all I wanted to share with you guys. I mean, I feel great, but it's possible, and it can be like that for you guys too. Okay, so I hope this is helpful. You don't have to start getting up at 6 in the morning and going for walks. You don't. If you work a night shift, if you have different hours because of your work, that's okay. But try to get up and walk around your living room. Try to get up, if you can, and just walk from one end of the house to the other. Try to walk around the block of where you live, if that's a possibility, or around your house. Like, go outside, walk around the property. Any kind of movement like that is helpful. And if you are one of my fellow warriors who is not yet mobile, that's okay. Try just, doing this, just getting movement with your wrists, with your hands, with your feet and ankles. Trying to stand for a few seconds at a time and sitting down, and then standing up and sitting down. It's all going to build to something better. Every single step is a step forward, no matter how small it seems. Sometimes the hardest part is us pushing ourselves beyond what we think mentally we're able to do. I get it. I've been there, lived there for a long time. And I fought with that this morning, and I will probably fight through that again tomorrow when the dogs get up and I feel like, I don't know if I want to walk, but I will. So that was it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for all of your encouragement and your love and your faith and your support, and for just being you guys. I wish you always all the best on your own personal carnivore journeys. And again, don't forget, I do have some coaching spaces available. If you're interested in one-to-one support with coaching through a carnivore diet, please get in touch, www.healingfoodscoach.com, or you can email me at megan@healingfoodscoach.com. That's it. Have a great one, guys. Have a fantastic day, whatever your day brings. I will see you tomorrow with more content. Bye.